All right, everybody, we are back. We are live. We're entering the last leg of the tournament. It's been a good one to say the least. A lot of different obstacles for the teams, and there's been a lot of point stealing lately. So it's been cool. Um, first thing I want to say is good job to all the teams. First off, it's been a grind, and um, yeah, they keep pushing through it. So good job to them. We're gonna do last check-in. We didn't get the river bums checked in, but we did see technology was good for them. They did timestamp it when they sent it in, and it was even before a few other teams. So they did not get penalized on that. But we're gonna check in with them on their third check-in right now. Here we go.
Morning, everybody. Team River Bums here. Second period didn't go too hot for us. We turned in 8 3/4 inch rock bass, and I think it was a 21.5 inch red horse sucker. The one lake we were on all day, hoping for just a couple fish, didn't pan out. They're hard to get. Going into period 3, we're hitting the river and hoping for the best. Hope we can avoid the rain this time. Got soaked last time. Still wearing wet boots. But yeah, drove for a little while this morning and last night. But yeah, we're at the river now. Secret location at the river. Hopefully everybody has a great day. Tight lines. River Bums signing out.
Cool. Thanks, fellas. Good to hear from you there. We are going to go ahead and check in with the River Bums on how they did this period.
Team River Bums checking in. Yesterday we were on the lake all day, and we caught quite a bit of stuff and turned in a lot of points. But we tried hitting the river, and it was okay. It was alright. Could have done better, but we figured let's go back to where we think we know better and try there. So, but we got a couple fish.
Yeah, we upgraded our rock bass 9 inches. It's pretty not bad. We feel somewhat confident about that. And we got a small walleye as well. It's been tough fishing. I personally hooked into, I don't know what it was, never saw it, but I believe it's a big smallmouth. I had a crayfish on a jig and tossed it near a bridge, and it crushed it, and I set the hook, had him on for a while, bent my hook.
Yeah,
bent my hook. Might have been a big cat.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Big channel, I don't know, but
yeah. So we're trying to go out there and get it, and we'll let you know.
Good luck, everyone.
Man, that's a little heartbreaking, bending the hook. It's happened to a lot of us, that's for sure. But it's good you're getting hits, and especially on the crawfish. I would say pretty steady. That's probably a good smallmouth there. So keep rolling, guys. Before I drag these teams on any farther, we're going to look at the standings so they can use that time to utilize what they want to do here. So here we go. Share the screen, and we'll run through the standings real quick. All right. So let's see. I'm going to switch screens here real quick. 1 second. Apologize about that. All right. Let's get to them. Anglers list. Here we go. So there's been a last period here. There's been a lot of point stealing going on, and that's crucial coming down the final stretch. So let's break it down. Team Goodwill is they got the point for the crappie at 8.75 and white bass at 9. They're currently holding 2 points, not out of it. They got some work to do, but they can do it. Team Hogsback, they added a big channel cat, very big channel cat, 33.25 inches. So now they are currently sitting at 6 points. And I believe they are in second place right now. Let's see, the River Bums. They had the lead with the rock bass at 9.25 inches, but it just got stole by Team Mud Puddle here in the final minutes of this period. So they did lose a point there, but they're getting to familiar territory as we saw in the video, so maybe they can start adding some points up. Team Mud Puddle, they actually added a splake. They beat Team Googans by a quarter of an inch to steal the point from them with a splake. And a lot of people don't know this, but a splake is actually a male brook trout that breeds with a female lake trout. And that will make a splake. It's a hybrid species, pretty dang cool. 10 pounder. So they're sitting at 2 points right now with a big flathead. That's going to be a hard one to beat, and a very nice smallmouth. It's going to take a really nice fish to beat that too. So Team Googans is currently in first by 1 point over Team Hogsback. They added a lake sturgeon, 34.5 inches overnight here, and yeah, they're sitting pretty good. We got a lot of beautiful fish right out there right now. So I mean, anybody can steal anybody's point, and it's going to really adjust the standings here. So let's get back into the stream and we'll watch some videos here. All right, so we already seen from River Bum, so we're gonna go up the ladder here and we're gonna watch Team Hogsback.
What's up, guys? Team Hogsback. Team camaraderie here. We're matching. Pretty cute of us. Yeah. All right. So this session, some more travel time. Pretty slow session.
Slow, wet, rainy.
Did catch some fish. The only thing we really could upgrade was the channel cat. Right?
Yep. Couldn't keep the channel cats off.
Yeah, couldn't keep the channels
One
off.
after another. Cookie cutters.
We did catch other species. You know, we targeted certain species that we've also caught pre-fishing, but we couldn't get the right ones. So just the channel cat from Team Hogsback. Lot of work to do, we think, you know, for this last 8 hours. But we got a game plan together. We're gonna grind.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, good luck, guys.
Cool, good job, fellas. That yeah, beautiful channel cat you guys caught there. Keep it up, and good luck in the last 8 hours. So we're gonna go to Team Mud Puddle. They have added some points this round. Let's see.
All right, guys. Quick update since last check-in. Yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah, it's still before 1, so we have one more species to add to this check-in. We just added a rock bass.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck, guys.
So at 12:58, they added rock bass. It was 9.5 inches, and it just beat out Team River Bums by a quarter of an inch there to steal that point. Let's go on the initial check-in with those guys. Team Mud Puddle, here we go.
Hey guys, Team Mud Puddle checking in here. We had a decent morning. Got a couple of the fish that we were after.
Yeah. Few of them. A couple of them didn't quite measure up to where we were wanting, but so a couple of them were all right. We were able to upgrade and add a species to our list.
Yeah, we upgraded the walleye a couple times, and then we got a splake.
Yeah. So yeah, two fish to report. Excited to see what everyone else is getting. Good luck.
Cool, well done, fellas. Yeah, you guys added a few good points there. A few crucial points coming down the line here. So well done. Good luck to you. Let's check in with Team Goodwill now.
Hey, Team Goodwill here checking in.
struggling to keep some motivation. But we've been catching some fish. We actually brought in 5 different species in this lake this morning. Most of them already been in the books, and ours are definitely smaller. But we do have a pumpkin seed that we should be an upgrade, and a crappie.
Yep, add to the list. So hopefully that brings us up closer to competitive here, but we got a long road ahead of us if we want to get back into it.
Yeah, other than that, that's all we got. Trying to stay dry. Rain finally quit, which is nice, and staying out of the wind for the most part.
Good luck, boys. I hope you guys have a lot more to report than us, but yeah, good luck to you guys.
Yeah, good job, guys. Yeah, it's definitely been a grind. I totally get that. Yeah, you're a good fisherman. Keep it up and put some more points on the board. So let's roll with Team Googans here. Check in with them.
Dugan's here. We're not in the truck. We had a tough first part of our morning anyways. We tried something new, didn't work. Not much to report.
Yeah, I caught one 8-inch smallmouth, and that was the only thing.
Yeah.
So that was a strikeout.
But yeah, we're optimistic for this last period.
Hoping we can get something on the board coming up here.
Yeah, we got another trick up our sleeve we're excited about, and we'll see if it works.
Good luck, everybody.
Nice, good job, guys. Switching it up a little bit, and you got to keep trying new stuff, see what pops. Let's go ahead and check in with Team Tenny Pounder. Here's Kevin.
What's going on, everybody? Team Tenny Pounder checking back in, flying solo again after having Dan for last night. Not checking in any fish this period. Kind of ran out to the lake, fished some big water, try a few specific techniques. Bait's there, fish seem like they're on it, things are lockjawed. It just seems like a really weird weather pattern between storms here. So I struck out this period. I'm going to head back into slop where I belong, and the leaderboard after this period will have a lot to say about what I'm going to be targeting. But I know I'm not going to stay out here because it ain't working. So I hope you guys had a better period than I did, and good luck out there.
Yeah, when stuff doesn't work, you keep switching up. That's a sign of a good fisherman there. What I kind of have noticed this period is that the storms are definitely cooling down that water really quickly. Seems to be kind of the case for everybody. A little bit harder of a period for the most part. But this afternoon should be pretty good. Storms are rolling in about 9 o'clock, so it should ramp up. That should be a good ending. So Shira Lynn, she sent out all the PDF of the standings, the current standings right now, to all of our teams. So right now, I guarantee you they're prepping for what they want to do, how they want to approach this to start stealing points in the last round. We got a couple of bonus videos for you guys. Here we go. Here's a giant white bass.
I feel like smallest game fish should be a side pot. Maybe I'm a bit biased because this would be a contender. Even hooked in the mouth. So, future is bright out here.
Takes a good fisherman to get one that size. Thanks for the video there. Next one is from Googans, I want to say. Sturgeon Landing. Here we go.
What do you want? Me to net them or just?
Yep.
All right. Turn his head. Try to throw away, you little guy. Got a sturgeon.
All right.
Love the video there. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that sturgeon was 34 and a half inches, good enough for a point. So currently, Googans are at 7. Hogsback is at 6. Team Mud Puddle is at 5. And there's 8 hours to fish still, so I mean anything could happen. It sure seems like a lot of the teams have been going for stuff that's not that you normally don't target, like the river fish, all that stuff. They've been grabbing those points. They're easier to hold on to. Yeah, we'll see what the teams end up going with now. All right, so we are going to let's look at our sponsors real quick. Let's check them out. So Funk's Jigs, talked about these guys quite a bit. They're a very good sponsor of ours. Get rid of all these pop-ups here, but I just want to say the amount of detail that goes into the paintwork on these is pretty phenomenal. This one right over here, I don't know if you can see my cursor that well, but I mean that thing's gonna smash some crappies. I guarantee you that. Same with this one. So the quality tungstens, I remember when tungstens first came out, they're very basic. I mean, you're just getting your your regular yellows or just regular pinks or something. They've come a long ways with the detail in them, and those are very, very deadly for fish. No need for a split shot there. So check out Funk's Jigs, please. Thanks for sponsoring us. All right, so we are going to hop into 903 Baits. We'll check them out here. 903 Baits, based out of Texas. So they do, there's panfish stuff, flukes over here. They work very well for panfish. A lot of crawfish here. I like the color patterns that he chooses. Very good job. He had a video of this thing dancing around. I'm not sure if we can get it to work here, but well, here's a video of some of his. They can't really call them Cincos because they're trademark, but pretty much a Cinco. And, very nice color combinations going on there. So thank you 903 Baits for sponsoring us, and check them out. Check them out on Facebook here, and you can order right online there. All right, and last but certainly not least, teams or well, it is a team of ours, Team Hogsback, but Hogsback Custom Rods. Let's take a look at these things. I've been, not gonna lie, I've been feasting my eyes over a lot of his rods here. They've been very good. I could see one of their main sellers, just guessing here, but I would say the 6'10" medium light fast action. All around very good rod. And we'll look at some of the pictures. The quality of work he puts into these is pretty amazing. So a lot of times they'll take off the cork on the backside here. You can kind of feel the bites coming through that rod a little bit easier than you can a full cork. And there's room for both. You're always going to find uses for either one, either the full cork or the space between those. But yeah, I have both of each at home, but I am going to start looking at Hogsback rods and drum up some business with him. So very good sponsors. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. We will. The teams have 8 hours to fish. The next check-in will be at 9 o'clock. What I want to do is, I've been getting a lot of questions lately. A lot more people have been getting into salmon fishing. That guy back there going for the big king. Once you do it, you'll be probably hooked on it. I'm guessing I'll be speaking to a lot of the guys that are in the tournament right now because they're obviously very adventurous and want to get out there and catch different species. But we're going to break it down. Your typical day out on the lake before a salmon outing. Normally it's a full day or you're going out for a extended weekend or something, either Lake Superior or Lake Michigan. So beforehand, about probably 4 days before, and I'll explain why that's important. You're going to look at the NOAA website. So the NOAA website shows a lot of surface temperature, and it'll show the wind speed and direction. So that's going to be a big factor going forward in your planning. And Facebook has sites, Port Washington sites, Kiwani, Great Lakes fishing sites, where people are saying, they're very good at sharing information, the different temperatures at different depths, where they're finding the thermocline at. Looking at these waves, at these wave forecasts, you can see what the current's going to be. So if it's blowing out of the south for, let's say, 2 days straight, and you got 2-3 footers out there, that it's going to go to the north, from the south to the north. That current's going to bounce back and shoot back. So the undercurrent's going to be very strong. And why that's important for your planning is you're going to be able to pick out humps where that colder water is going to be upwelling up into the water column, and your fish are going to be concentrated in there. So before I go out, I will look at the wave forecast, the surface temps. And as you get to the lake, this is kind of how you pick apart a lake here. You're going out for the harbor. Let's say we're going out 2 harbors. So as soon as you start heading out 2 harbors, you're going to be checking your surface temp right off the bat. As soon as you get out of the break wall, you're going to see if it goes down or up. And that's going to let you know what direction to go to find those temp breaks. So when you find the temp breaks, you kind of want to ride those. So if it goes from, let's say, 53 to 55 degrees, that colder water is going to be coming into that hot water, and it's going to be falling down. It's going to circulate a bunch of freshwater invertebrates, a lot of bug hatches, and a lot of minnows. And those fish are going to be riding those lines. And also, if you have a subsurface probe like a fish hawk or a depth radar, it's going to tell you the speed at the downrigger ball, which is going to be a lot of times very different from your surface speed, your GPS speed on your locator. So that downrigger ball is going to tell you what the current's doing. Is it pushing against you, or is it pushing with you? So it's going to let you know either you have to speed up or slow down to get your baits running correctly. A lot of guys will say, yeah, we got them going to the north, but we didn't go into the south. A lot of times because they're not adjusting their speed, or the current's hitting their baits differently at that point. So your baits are, if the current's back pushing on your baits, it's going to slow those baits down, where they're not going to, your spoons aren't going to swing like they're normally supposed to, and your flasher flies are going to look kind of dormant. So you got to kick it up at that point. But riding the thermocline, so you start seeing a thermocline. If you turn up the gain on your graph, you can find it that way too. It looks like a bunch of static coming through, and a lot of times it'll sit right about the 45, 50 feet of water range. As soon as you get your thermocline dialed in, your kings, early morning, late evening, they're going to be hanging around there for the feeding, because that's going to be where your temperature is going to start dropping. They like it about 42 to 54 degrees. It's kind of the 12 degrees of kings there. That's what we like to call it. But they'll come out of that surface, or that subsurface temperature. They'll shoot out of there and get uncomfortable for a little while to grab bait, and then they'll head right back down. So you're trying to ride that thermocline a little bit. Anything a little bit above that thermocline, you're running your steelhead. Your cohos will be above that thermocline as well. Lakers, they're kind of all over the place. You'll find them right on the bottom, and you'll get them on a 3-color all in the same day. But if you don't have a surface or a subsurface probe, you can get a pretty good spread going, where you can have a couple of downers, a couple of dipsies in different depths, and spread them out like every 10 feet, say. And get your lead cores out. So each color of lead core will be equal to 5 feet of water. If you run a 3-color, 5-color, 7, and a 10, you'll start seeing where those bites are going. You're covering a lot of water at the time, a lot of depth in the water, and you'll start being able to hone in on those bites, so you can adjust your downers and your dipsies accordingly. So just wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit. I get a lot of questions weekly on, how do I fish this water, or what would be the best setup. So if somebody is setting up for this, I would say get 2 downers, 2 dipsies, and probably at least 2 lines, if not 4 lines for your lead cores. I would say 2 downers, 2 dipsies, a 3, 5, 7, and 10 color setup, and you'd be setting yourself up for a pretty good start there. But you'll eventually get to the point where you'll be hopelessly addicted, and you'll have probably 25 rods set up for it. So that'll happen. Anyway, I want to open this up to questions. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, no questions coming in. If anybody has any, I will answer them gladly. Otherwise, we are going to set up for the 9 o'clock check-in, the final check-in here, and we'll see what champion is crowned. So what else should we talk about real quick? Right now, the teams are definitely looking at the scoreboard saying, what are easy points to grab? So you're going to see a lot of probably common fish come in this round, I'd imagine. Just speculating here, but it would be a point being stolen is a point away from somebody else and a point to you, so it's a 2-point swing. That's pretty huge. Just want to say good luck to everybody. Thanks for joining in, and if you have questions, even if you don't ask them on here, post them on the anglers list, and I'll get back to you on that. So thanks, everybody. Bye.